Alright, it's your boy Pillar. Wanted to come back and show you some stuff from the Golden Age of the Moor by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, right? This is on page 1. He says, it is generally assumed that the movement of Africans into Europe in significantly large numbers and into positions of real power did not occur until the Muslim invasion of Spain in 711 AD in al-Makri history of the Mohammedan dynasty in Spain. However, we learn of a great drought that afflicted Spain about 3,000 years ago, a catastrophe that was followed not long afterward by an invasion from Africa. This, of course, had nothing to do with the medieval Moors, but it is worth noting here because it actually established an ancient African dynasty in Spain, a fact that is omitted from the official histories. The leader of the Africans is recorded as Bradicus, but after a period of 157 years, during which 11 kings of the African race reigned over Andalus, they were annihilated by the Romans, who invaded and conquered the country. Right? When we think about, well, let's decipher that, right? He said it is generally assumed that the movement of Africans into Europe in significantly large numbers into position of real power did not occur until the Muslim invasion of Spain in 711, right? And so, but he like in al-Makri history of the Mohammedan dynasty in Spain, however, we learn of a great drought that afflicted Spain about 3,000 years ago, a catastrophe that followed not long afterwards by an invasion from Africa. So he's saying that Africa invaded Spain before we, even though we we are the original people in Europe, but we had to re-invade it before 711. And this, of course, had nothing to do with the medieval Africans, right? But it is worth noting here because it actually established an ancient African dynasty. So when we talk about like us ruling Europe from 711 to 1492, we actually ruled it before that, even with Hannibal. But this is not even Hannibal. This is some other brothers, right? That went in there and established a dynasty. And it's omitted from history. And the leader of these Africans was recorded as Bradicus. So this brother named Bradicus right here. Bradicus, Batrikus. And they had reigned for 157 years. And they had 11 kings from the African race reign over Andalus. And they were annihilated by the Romans, who invaded and conquered the country. So we know the Romans were also September Severus, though. Right? The African king. So we still were reigning. But as you can see, when we talk about Moors invading Spain 711, we really invaded it before that. And I hate to use the word invade because we were already there. We were there before anybody. So I would like to say reconquer what was ours. Okay, so I just wanted you to check this out. Get the book Golden Age of the Moor by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, which is hot. I love that book. And research Bradicus and the African kings that ruled over Spain for 157 years before we conquered in 711. All right. So this is your boy Pillar. I love y'all. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.